speak.
Recording in progress.
Recording.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Carol.
So, we've got a couple of minutes here. So, any, you have a doctor's appointment after this?
I do. I'm having a lot of trouble. I injured my hand pruning bushes for too long. I didn't know enough to stop after a couple hours. And I have what's called trigger finger, and it's getting worse. So I'm seeing my hand surgeon at 3. So if I leave here right when class is over, I make it to his office by 3 o'clock.
Well,
I have a feeling I have a feeling it's going to be a cortisone injection, which I'm not crazy about, but I've run out of other options. So at this point, I want a functional hand again.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep.
I have to leave right after class for a dental appointment. So.
Okay. So that works on both counts.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we have to take these appointments when the doctor calls and gives you a time. There is no asking anymore for alternate times. They're all so booked up. I take whatever he can give me.
It's it's amazing how busy they've gotten.
Yeah. And they're telling me it's still backlog from COVID, from catching up from people that didn't seek treatment for, for a number of reasons. My dentist, the same thing. It's weeks to get in, unless it's an emergency.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Jane called my dermatologist to get an appointment, and wasn't anything available until May.
Oh my goodness. May of next year?
In May of next year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It is. Well, let's see. I'm gonna back up. I seem to be very heavy-handed today. So questions? Reports? How are your yin and yang surfaces? How is your fascia moving?
Yeah, I can feel the difference. It does work. Not the whole body though, but wherever I'm putting my intention, it's working.
Good. Carol?
I agree with Dave. It's where I'm putting my intention, and actually where I'm finding the best success with it is when I do the standing 8 gates. It seems that I can really concentrate for some reason in that particular practice. So that's where I'm concentrating right now. But to be honest, David, most of my effort this week has been trying to do the reverse form, the left side of the form, and that's coming. But oh, was that awkward at first? Thank goodness we had your video, is all I can say.
Yeah. Although I couldn't see your feet in the video.
Well, really? That didn't help.
Well, I was kind of making guesses where they were going.
Well, I'll try to stay close over here because in order to see my.
Yeah, you have to be over there.
I have to be here when I get. Well, I did that It's actually going towards the
Right,
camera. and
right.
No way you can see my feet.
Yeah, yeah, so that's why I kind of looked at your knees and figured, well, foot's gotta be over there somewhere.
Yeah, it's attached.
Yeah, I think that's where I still needed to do some more work, especially going out to the left side.
Yeah, well, let's do our standing. Just taking a moment, be aware of connecting to the earth and to the universe around us. And of finding that release at the core, sense of settling, letting go. And then when you're ready to be twisting in the ins and out the yang. And in the yin, out the yang. And really being in elbow position, which is so important for maintaining your connection. Endeavoring to keep the motion continuous and connected. Feeling the energy going out, then coming in and out. So questions in there?
No.
Okay. I will try before the next class to look at the video. Carol. And I was looking a little bit at Dave, so.
So here I am.
Yeah. We'll look at it next time. But one of the things remind you is the twisting. And not meaning to complicate things, but it could be a continuous part of what's happening. Not only in that, everything else we're doing. And since we've been focusing on the single arm, the really wonderful thing, which is really a bit of a conundrum, actually, is that the two arms not twisting in and out together, but one is going out, one is going in. They are continuously doing this. It is most difficult in the very beginning when you get to this point. And as you that first move, you're going to begin to step forward. Notice that both arms are twisting, and the left is twisting out, and the right is in. And then the right is twisting out, and the left is twisting in. And the right is twisting in, and the left is twisting out. And the right begins to twist out, and the left twists in to this point. And then they reverse. The right is twisting in, the left is twisting out. And then the left is twisting in, and the right is twisting out. And then the left is twisting out, the right is twisting in, and then the right out, and the left in. Nothing to. So what you might notice is that each arm and leg the same thing. So you don't have the right arm twisting in, and the right leg twisting out, and the right leg in. This particular practice side is working in unison, but each side is opposite to balance. So then either of you have a question about that?
No, I get it.
Not a question, but a comment. So would it be helpful to practice just concentrating on one side at a time to do that until?
Yes, as I have indicated other things, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I can follow you with the arm that's doing the larger movement, but I had trouble just noticing the arm that's not passive, but the arm that has the slighter movement.
Yep. So one of the things you can do is simply do a simple movement, and it may help actually in doing this to step out a little wider than usual, and simply rotate from side to side, and you're not trying to do anything with the arms. You simply want to allow them to be twisted by the leg and your center. So if you notice, my arms are turning with the rotation of the body. I'm not my muscles.
Right.
I'm just letting that movement of rotating and shifting and shift away from the side. With that, something else. And one of the things about doing this is you can begin to get a feeling that twisting. One of the difficulties, of course, is letting go. We want to control that. If you let them just relax, let go, they turn. And gradually you being able to twist them, which is, of course, the soft tissue turning around the bones. So this is a good way to get a feel of them and feel it in your legs too. It's a little different because you feel like you're driving legs. You are, but you also not just turn the leg, but you can allow them to twist, which means you have to let go some of that muscular effort when you're doing this. That's kind of a way to more simply work on the twisting, just getting a sense of what it feels like, and then transitioning that into the other movements. Is that?
Yeah, that kind of does. I was thinking there's a bear animal frolic that goes, which is a similar kind of a thing. And that one, the hand out here generally, you've got to stay parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
Goes down. What is that? Does turn.
Yeah. Well, what you're talking about, of course, is bending and stretching. That can also be happening.
Yeah.
But you might want to just focus on one element. Separate and then go on.
It does, though. You let it go.
Yeah, and that's the trick. That's let it go. Do you get a sense of that?
I do. But I get a sense of letting go. I'm not really getting the sense where one arm is twisting out and the other one's twisting in. Are we supposed to be getting that with that movement?
Absolutely. That's kind of the idea. Because
Yeah.
this is what you're doing in a simplified way, single arm practice. Only now we're have a movement going from side to side. And really begin to try to let allow the movement to cause the twist, so that eventually, of course, what happens is this exactly what's happening here. It's just you added a little more movement, obviously. But
David, when you say twisting out and twisting in, can you tell me what direction the palm is in for each of those? When you're twisting out, is the palm out?
Because we're doing the single arm chances, clearly the little finger edge is what you're following in terms of, and so it's turning out. In other words, it's going away from the center.
Okay.
And then it goes towards the center of the body and transition, which goes towards the center of the body, and then goes away from the center line of the body and back into the center line of the body. So you're following the little finger in the roughly first half of the pattern, and the thumb in the second half.
Okay.
Did that answer
Thank you.
that?
It does. I was thinking in terms of twisting in and out, palm in, palm out, but it's not. You're doing it in terms of the sphere, and I get that. That's answers my question.
Your intention, the palm ideally facing to the center of your sphere all the time, and that transition in the middle, from one edge to the other.
Right. Okay.
When it must obviously switch.
Can't really. Get over here. Gotta really work on it.
You do. You're absolutely right. When you get here, one of the things is remembering that first movement that you go back, you're going out, and then turn the rest of the way. So all of that in the body really helps arm. Thinking back to your elbow, connecting to the scapula. This is a movement where it's very easy to lose that. But if you keep the elbow out a bit as you go through the center, that's one of the ways to maintain that connection, not letting it and losing. So you have to, that's just another piece of that movement, is keeping that elbow connection to the scapula all the way.
Rather than having it back here.
Yep.
It's gonna get blocked, so you want to keep it out here.
Yes.
Yeah, that actually does turn it a little more.
Yes, that's right. It does make it possible. You take the arm a little more easily. That was pretty good, Carol.
I'm just doing the Chansagen right now, David, just to get that, that feeling that you,
But you're keeping the body rotating and the elbow out.
but it's much easier to do it when I don't have to concentrate on my legs. So that's
That's why
helpful.
we do this now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Okay. So that gives you quite a bit to think about.
Mhm.
To that point. Any either of you have any other question about the single arm or the double arm?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
So my feeling is let's go to the form and really have time to work on this today.
Okay.
I
Okay.
tend to get hung up here with the beginning sometimes and not. So let's just go through the side first. And I'm just going to observe you, and I'm presuming that the moment that side is probably for you to do.
Not necessarily. On the other side.
Okay.
We're going this way.
Yeah.
That's one thing I have learned, that I didn't come far enough over in the past to get myself set up.
Yeah.
Here.
But we're doing the form.
Oh.
But that was a good. The one thing I would say when you're making that step, that you're absolutely right. You want to make sure you get all the way to 100%, so you can rotate in and out. Otherwise, you can't. You could. It's pretty awkward doing this because it's breaking your structure.
Right. Grounded when I do this.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Probably would like to be a little wider.
Okay, this is one of the questions I've had. Does it go here or here?
I'm trying to determine where the front first. Oh, okay. Look.
Yeah, well, that's because we see it exactly.
Yeah. So when you've gone to shoulder,
Right.
you're rotating forward, and notice that your arms aren't separated this way. This one's going down, this one's going up. I'm going to turn right and put into a narrow stance. And then this is a movement this way. It's an arc back and down, and you're turning. Zoom, so that you face it. And then up. And that's where you get, when you get to the top, that lifts, or towards the top, that lifts that foot so it can go wherever it needs to go to arrange your alignment. That's where the leg moves. Yeah. And then as you come down, sinking, you end up facing straight ahead, but balanced on the back. Yeah.
And then you go to the elbow.
Then when you go for the elbow, in here, when you go for the elbow, you're turning here, and you're stepping straight.
Oh, okay.
Straight. So that you go boom, boom. Actually, that's wrong. I'm sorry. You do go on there.
I'd say if there's like a 45,
Yeah,
line here.
you go in the same angle.
Okay.
Yeah. You want your elbow to go out over the foot. Because then you're going to step straight and you're in a bow stance. I can hear it.
That was the part that I was trying to catch on the video. See which side of that 45 was going.
One other thing is get toward upright. This movement is back and turn. And this is just a rotation. Yeah. I'll let you play with that for a minute. Okay. So don't jam your elbow straight.
For the elbow strike?
Yeah, you had a nice steady pace going, and all of a sudden you lunged forward. And the only place that there's movement in this, when we do get to that point, is shoulder stroke, not the elbow.
So the elbow should not be a forceful movement forward.
Right. It's a forceful, but it's not a quick move.
Okay.
And initially, you really just kind of maintain the pace all the way through, so that you establish that ability, and then you can play with it.
So where did you just mentioned? Where do you then do the quick movement, and which one?
well, if you do a quick, it's after press. So you've gotten to this point. Go press into the shoulder stroke. But you don't need to do that at this point.
Okay.
It is better at this stage. We can, as we do, we're normally doing the movement, working slowly, keeping the pace constant.
David, can you show me what that looks like in in slower motion? Because I have not been doing it that way.
So if you completed the push down, then have press forward, shoulder, needle, elbow, yay, flip.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's not what I was doing at all.
So it's definitely uh, 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 the beginning stage is to try to do it as slowly as you can and maintain all the elements that you're trying to put into it. Then the next thing might be to develop the quick shoulder stroke. And then to do everything as quickly as you can without losing any element. And to work back and forth at those extremes. Master Joe used to really emphasize the value of doing that. And it does make a huge difference. So, the one posture that I think both of you I'm hoping I can help both of you with is push downward. And that is tough because there's an enormous amount of movement happening in a very short period of time. And you're both sort of there,
Yeah.
but not quite. So I'm gonna do this on an angle so you can see me here. I'm gonna start at the beginning just to so there's no question, ideally. So we get into ward off right, roll back. As you turn, the elbows are coming in, the arms are twisting in, you're bringing the energy in the yin surfaces of the fascia. And then as you go forward, that goes down, and you're not doing a big down, but there is a little down as that rotates, and you're doing an outward twist of the little fingers away from the center line of the body. So it's pushing down with the back of the hands, and then as you continue forward, you're twisting in with the thumb edge and out. So you have the problem of from here getting two ins and outs in that half circle of body movement. So you really have to start here so that you have time to get through, to go through it so that it is still driven by the body. Because it has to be driven by that body movement here. And the push downward occurs as the body rises at the end of that. So the only way to get this, I think, is to slow it way down. So, for instance, when I was trying to get a hold of this myself, I found that if I took my time and went very slowly, then I could get all of that movement. But the only way to learn to coordinate, I think, is to do that, to slow it way down. And to probably to do, 10 or 20 times, just push downward.
So the elbows come in as you're going down.
No, the elbows
It's
go out.
opposite, that's okay.
So,
Practice it the other
so
way.
here, your elbows have come in.
Right,
Your elbows have come in. They continue in, and then they go out.
all right.
And then they come in, and then they go out.
I had it backwards,
Ah,
absolutely backwards. That's
No.
why I come around like this and go like this.
yeah, no. Did that make sense to you?
It did, and you know what, because I think you clarified, it's for the second press, I was pushing down, and it's the movement coming up that does it, and I was not doing that at all.
Yeah,
So slowing it.
the arms are pushing down, but the body is coming up.
Yeah, and I wasn't using the body to do the second. That feels, that feels a lot different from what I was doing.
It needs to be just a little bit sooner.
I know, I'm trying to work on the timing here. Okay,
Yeah.
just to coordinate.
Yep. You're getting there.
Yeah, this is gonna take some practice, David, because I was doing it. I just have to get that movement, with my body to move the hands.
Yep, that undercurve.
Right.
I realized I had this on you, and I'm not big, so I'm gonna demonstrate that movement one more time.
Yeah, I could see you really well with the movement, though. With the way you were standing, I saw the movement really well.
Good. So we completed roll back, and you're turning, bending in, bending out, bending in, bending out. So shift first and then rotate, in that. So you stepped here, you were right. Just fine. But shift your dynamic, rotate with a twist step.
Started a little bit. See,
Yeah.
that's, I got this. And I got
Yeah.
the other one.
You have to make sure that second press, just as you come to your dynamic.
To the end, yeah. Start it a little.
See, you're too far. Your heels up. Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, you got me started very early. And that made a difference.
Nope. Why is your heel up?
Because I'm forward too much.
So you're doing a good job there. You're between the sink and getting in and then immediately out, immediately in, immediately out. Can't stretch it. No, you can't stretch it. You have them out. Yeah,
I know.
well,
So I've been doing it wrong this way.
yeah.
I got
Sorry, I didn't catch it sooner.
No, that's the problem when you're working out at home. Make a mistake.
Carol, did you have any other?
No, I just have to work on that to get that timing in my brain now to undo what I've been doing and get this done right.
Yeah, so both of you are having to undo. That's difficult. So flow again. That's what I'd really like you to do.
Do what?
Flow again.
On the right side, do the whole form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's looking better.
I have to slow the whole thing down, David, so that I can slow it down to that press movement. Otherwise, I lose the flow of the whole thing.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up against the pole.
Well, you can move over. I can move the pole. If you can move the pole, shift back.
Yes.
Mhm. So in the forward,
Yeah.
if you you want to do the twist.
Oh,
Right.
So we almost never turn on the toe, but of course that's not 100%. And really try to force yourself to do everything the same. To slow it all down, beginning to end. And then you get when you get that, and then you can play with it.
It's very well. These things back. This is where I need to get more work, not getting my feet in the right place. That one goes a little bit forward. Just this one just comes up here.
But it needs to be a really shallow angle. You've got it turned out. But yes, more like
Oh,
that.
okay. So it'll just draw your hands back when you do that.
Yeah, and you're going to face forward.
I should be facing this way.
The complete going back.
That's what I'm getting. That's one of the places here.
Yeah.
So this whole part is forward.
Well, yeah, you're turning, but you're forward. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's what I've been facing. Oh, okay.
It'll be much more fun. It won't break your shoulder.
That's okay. That'll make a big difference keeping myself facing forward.
Yeah.
Because I know I finish it and I should be facing forward, not always be facing forward.
Yeah. The other, one of the other things is in that when you come back to here, notice that I'm facing pretty much my torso straight ahead. Up the heel and let that move if you need to. And then this going up, notice that I am not extending, I'm bent in. So that's one of the sort of counterintuitive things, that you're actually bending here, and then you're extending all the way through. And then not lifting that too high. And you don't take the arms back here. Remember, the fist should not be past the center line of the body. And the right hand comes in and powers the energy. Yeah, for the back. Yeah. Well, actually, what's interesting is that, yeah, the energy's coming up that back foot into the back hand. Right. Yep. Yep. Out of the arch. Yeah. I can feel it out of the arch. Yeah. And you want to, your ideal here is that this is all pretty much on the level, not peaked up this way. You want it here where we have the power. If you get here, it's
Not too much of this.
yeah.
Yeah, I see. This is the triangle.
Yep.
Which is stronger.
And not too close to that. A little bit. So you're finding that strongest structure. Good. Pause. Just stay where you're at. Yeah, where you are. It should be here.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit more.
It's just that you don't, when you go when you go into that, you don't want to leave the arms back here, which is what this happens.
Oh, I see, okay.
Okay, they're here. They're right in front of you. So you go here. This is right at the center, maybe a little left. But then these, but they stay in front of the body. And then they split. Now they're from here. Remember that they are actually going on an arc up and out into a circle, into a sphere. Big surprise. Big surprise. Yeah. So,
Okay, so.
that was very nice. That was very nice. Split.
You know, that what you just said to David, I was doing the same. My hands were way too high. I had my split way up here. It feels much better when you do the arc almost starting from heart level.
Yep.
And then it doesn't go up.
Yep.
I think with the needle, I was also going way up, and it doesn't need to be that high.
No, because your arms are bending as they go up.
Right.
So they can extend straighten as you go down.
Yeah, coming down was easy. It's getting that bend is sort of counterintuitive because you're coming up and you're bending. So
it is counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's much better, Carol.
It's much more comfortable bringing that movement down, David. You know, closer to my heart level.
Also, one other thing that I had just Dave also is when you go into elbow, that you put this forearm is parallel to the arm. You're not this. You want to be here. So this hand really is at heart level at this point. So this can really support it and power. If you do this, just like you were doing, power, everything collapses.
So if I keep it at heart level, then it keeps the forearm parallel.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Providing you don't drop the elbow too much.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Don't cross the center line of the body with elbow either.
Yeah. That's much better.
There's nothing to think about here, right?
No. It's just getting the feet. Especially if you get the feet.
Yeah. So, when we have completed the A split, in order to go to the other side, start with rotate and shift back, and then just rotate, draw the hands in. That takes us right into starting again with the same foot. However, if you want to change sides, what you're going to do is in this rotate and shift back, you go to 100%. So that then you can go on back into a left bow stance, turning the arms ready to begin. So go back to right foot forward here. So this changing side, you got to go clear back to 100% and continue on back. And hopefully use the movement of your body to move the leg and not separate it out. So go back, and then you're ready to go right in, ward off left.
I've done that so many times. I get to that point in the
So we finished. You're going back to 100%. Step back and rotate the forward toe. And then you're ready to go right into ward off left. And pull back. Push downward. Press forward. Shoulder. Touch facing forward. Bend up. Extend down. Step with the right. Shift elbow. VA. Split.
So David, from there, do you keep going back and forth? Or do you, are you just showing us the transition?
Really what I would recommend, rather than going back and forth, is that you decide how many repetitions you want to do or you do. And what I often do is 3 on right and transition and do 3 on left.
Okay.
But it depends how much room you have to work with.
Then I'm up against the wall.
Right. So maybe do 1 right and 1 left, and then turn around and go back. Or if you want to work on the left, you just keep doing the left.
Okay.
I mean, that's really, you have to decide what you want to focus on. If you want to get that transition as well as the other side, then maybe you want to do 1 of each.
Okay. Well, my left side is definitely nowhere near where the right side is. So my intent was to practice a little bit more until the left feels natural, but I don't want to lose that transitional movement either.
So once in a while, you don't have to do it every time, but once in a while, do the right and transition to the left.
Into the left, okay.
Yeah. But where are you having trouble?
I think just, just the little tips that you gave us today, David, are gonna help me on the left-hand side. It's because I'm so focused on getting the choreography on the right side, now that I'm switching sides, that, it doesn't feel very graceful. Let's put it that way. So I have to feel more comfortable with I have this tendency to want to go back to the right side, and so I'm consciously telling myself, no, the other hand, no, the other foot.
Yep.
So until that becomes, more ingrained in my brain, I'm going to keep working on that a little bit more.
Yep. Well, good. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There were your questions there either.
No, I take care of some bad habits.
Okay.
Well, especially, David, what you had told us, just about that press with the arc, those things are going to be very valuable now moving into the left, because now I can pay attention to those before I develop those bad habits on the left, as I did on the right. So I think it'll come a little quicker.
Yep, it'll come.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Good. So, any other questions?
No, my head is full. My body's full. Oh gosh.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Great class.
Good.
Bye, Dave. See you next time.
Take care. Oh, next class is the beginning of a new session.
I thought it was September, October. No, it was
No, I just.
October, November, December. I thought it went through
Oh,
December.
no, wait a minute. I have the wrong class. Never mind. It's somebody else. Forget.
Okay. Wait, you're doing 2 other classes too, David, right? You're doing Gods and.
Oh, I'm doing 6 or 7 classes a week.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know of the 2 other, the Gods and the Form, but yeah, we're till the end of December.
Well, I have the advanced Wu style, the short posture Wu form, senior class, meditation. I have a private lesson every week with one man. So I'm fairly busy.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh goodness.
All
Right, so we will see you next time.
Yeah.
All right.
And that will be because in December, the way the calendar works out, I think we just have 1 class in December, because the second class puts us on the 26th. So, but it works
You would
out.
not have a class on the 26th.
No, but I think we ended up with 3 classes in November, the way that worked out, and then 1 in December. So that first class in December, when I looked at our calendar, qualifies for that 6th class.
Could be. You're
Yeah.
more on top of that than I.
Yeah, I put it on my iPhone calendar, so I have it booked in.
Well,
Yeah.
I have it all in my calendar too, but I have so many in there. It's confusing.
Well, thank you again, David, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Great. Take care.
Thanks.
Okay,
Yes,
take care.
have a
Bye,
good
Dave.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, you too, David, and good luck at the dentist.
Thank you.